Have you ever noticed that some people lose money, face problems, and still believe they can rebuild, while others have a small setback and immediately say, "My life is over"? The difference is often not the situation. The difference is the conversation happening inside them. Today, we are going to talk about something simple but powerful: training your mouth to speak words that create wisdom, courage, and peace. Because before your circumstances change, your words often need to change first. Have you ever noticed how quickly words come out of your mouth when you are under pressure? Something goes wrong financially. A bill arrives. A plan fails. Someone disappoints you, and suddenly you say, "I will never get ahead. I always make mistakes. Nothing works for me. My situation will never change." These sentences may seem small, but repeated words become repeated thoughts. Repeated thoughts become beliefs. And beliefs influence decisions. The words you speak every day create the environment where your mind lives. This does not mean that saying positive words will magically remove every problem. Life is real. There are difficult seasons. There are unexpected challenges. There are moments when we need patience, planning, help, and wisdom. But the way we speak during those moments matters. Because two people can face the same difficulty and have completely different futures. One person says, "This is impossible. I am finished." Another person says, "This is difficult, but I can learn, adapt, and take the next step." The situation may be the same, but the internal conversation is different. Today, we are going to talk about how to train your mouth to speak with more wisdom, hope, and discipline. Because sometimes the first step toward a better future is not changing everything around you. Sometimes it begins with changing what you repeatedly say. Your mouth is like a window. It reveals what is happening inside. When someone constantly speaks with fear, anger, and hopelessness, it often shows that their mind is carrying heavy burdens. When someone speaks with patience and hope, it does not mean their life is perfect. It often means they have learned how to carry challenges differently. Think about a garden. If you plant seeds every day, eventually something grows. Words work in a similar way. Every sentence you repeat is like planting a seed in your mind. If you constantly plant, "I am unlucky. I cannot manage money. I will always struggle," your brain begins looking for evidence to support those ideas. But when you practice saying, "I am learning. I can improve. I can make wiser choices," your mind begins searching for opportunities. Your words do not control everything, but they influence the person you become. Many people have a difficult relationship with money because of the words they learned growing up. Maybe they heard, "Money is always a problem. We will never have enough. Rich people are all bad. We are just unlucky." These messages can stay inside someone for years. Then, as adults, they may make financial decisions based on fear instead of wisdom. They may avoid looking at their finances because numbers create anxiety. They may spend emotionally because buying something gives temporary comfort. They may believe they are incapable of improving. But a new relationship with money begins with a new conversation. Instead of saying, "I am terrible with money," try, "I am learning how money works." Instead of, "I will always be in debt," try, "I am creating a plan to improve my situation." Instead of, "I missed my chance," try, "I can start from where I am." The goal is not to lie to yourself. The goal is to speak truth with hope. One of the most important conversations you have every day is the conversation with yourself. Many people speak kindly to others but speak harshly to themselves. They encourage friends. They support family. But internally, they say, I am not good enough. I am behind everyone. I failed. Imagine talking to a child the same way you talk to yourself. Would those words help that child grow, or would they create fear? You deserve the same patience you would offer someone you care about. Growth requires honesty, but honesty does not require cruelty. You can say, I made a mistake, without saying, I am a mistake. You can say, I need to improve, without saying, I will never change. There is a difference. If this message is helping you look at your life in a different way, consider subscribing. This channel is about building a peaceful relationship with money, personal growth, and creating a better future step by step. We are not chasing shortcuts. We are building something real. Practice 1. Replace complaining with learning. Complaining is natural. Everyone experiences frustration. But when complaining becomes your main language, it steals your energy. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of, nothing is working, ask, what is one thing I can improve today? A small change in language creates a small change in perspective, and small changes repeated over time create transformation. Practice 2. Speak about your future with wisdom. Many people destroy their own hope by constantly predicting failure. They say, I know I will fail. I will never have enough. My dreams are unrealistic. But the future is not here yet. You do not need to pretend everything will be easy. You can simply choose a healthier perspective. Say, I do not know everything about tomorrow, but I can prepare today. I may have challenges, but I can grow through them. I can take one responsible step at a time. Hope is not ignoring reality. Hope is believing that reality can improve through effort, wisdom, and perseverance. Practice 3. Speak gratitude. Gratitude changes the way we see life. It does not mean ignoring problems. It means remembering that problems are not the only thing that exists. A person can have financial goals and still appreciate what they already have. They can want growth and still recognize progress. They can work toward a better future while being thankful for today. A simple habit. Every morning, say 3 things you are grateful for. Your health, a person who supports you, an opportunity to learn, a new beginning. Gratitude trains your mind to see possibilities. Imagine 2 people who lose their jobs on the same day. The first person says, this proves I cannot succeed. Nothing works for me. They stop learning. They stop searching. They stop believing. The second person says, this hurts. I am worried, but I need to create a plan. They update their skills. They ask for help. They organize their finances. They look for opportunities. Did the second person avoid difficulty? No. They simply chose different words during difficulty. Those words influence their actions, and actions create results. Across many traditions, wisdom teaches that words have importance. Words can encourage. Words can heal. Words can create conflict. Words can bring peace. Spirituality reminds us that our lives are not only about external success, they are also about becoming people of patience, wisdom, kindness, and courage. When we train our words, we are also training our character. Before speaking, ask, is this true? Is this helpful? Does this create fear or wisdom? A mature person understands that not every thought deserves to become a sentence. Here are some powerful replacements. Instead of I am broke, say I am rebuilding. Instead of I cannot do this, say I am learning how to do this. Instead of I am too old to start again, say I can begin with the experience I have. Instead of my mistakes define me, say my lessons can guide me. The words you choose become the direction you walk. Your mouth is a powerful tool. It can create fear, or it can create courage. It can remind you of your limitations, or it can remind you of your ability to grow. Your words will not solve every problem overnight, but they can change the person facing those problems. And when the person changes, decisions change, habits change, actions change, and slowly, life begins to move in a new direction. Train your mouth, speak with wisdom, speak with patience, speak with hope, because the future you build often begins with the words you repeat today. Before you leave, I want to ask you something. What is one sentence you want to stop saying about yourself or your future? Write it in the comments. Sometimes transformation begins when we recognize the words that have been holding us back. And if someone you love is struggling with fear, money, stress, or starting over, share this video with them. A simple message at the right moment can bring hope. Thanks for staying until the end. I'll see you in the next video.